Okay, so the context that I received 7, 8 messages on the similar lines. Like you all were just cribbing or crying. Okay. So and it was like, no, like the I will the common problem was the same only. And I was expecting this session to be held somewhere in the I say first week of March. So I had to prepone it. Fine. So I had to prepone it. So what are the general agendas of this session? I will say. Okay. First, like what are the I will say tone of messages. I'm not going to address it individually. So if your agenda is not addressed in this session, you want to cross question or something, you can relate it. Okay, then it's fine. If some of you or any of you feel that it needs to be addressed over the call, then in the next 2 3 days I will take all the calls, because it's really impossible to take 8 calls in a day. Okay, so I will be taking, so the kind of call that it will be there, had this session not been there, so it would have taken at least 45 50 minutes with each one of you. I would have ended up a call center. Okay, that was a common theme. So just to I will say less burden myself and give you the picture that you all are almost in the same boat. Okay, so just to give that picture, I scheduled this session. So one by one, first I thought this issue should trigger. I will talk about the issue. Don't worry. Let me be in that. I will say artistic mode of mine, essay writing mode basically. है ना? So I thought this issue will be there after the UPSC forms are filled up. Means everyone is done with the UPSC forms. Last date has been done and dusted. Now then you realize that, oh, I'm into the attempt mode. So I expected this to kick in. Second, somehow like I was going through your sheets, those who have updated it, as I promised that sometimes I just keep these things for my nights. Okay. So people are doing good. People are doing good. I will not name touch wood, but people are doing good. Those who have updated, you guys are almost on track. Somehow some idiots have just uh, I will say pushed up within last 2 3 days. That was also appreciable thing. Okay. So but somehow what I realized in session, now action mode is there. Okay, I'm not talking about the issue, but action mode. What is action mode? Which takes you near to clear prelims. When you guys stop cribbing, you are into doing mode. Okay, then this mind plays games. Reason, it knows that you are disturbing it for next 2 3 months. You are going to disturb it for next 2 3 months. That is how it is. Okay, so it is in that mode only. So in action mode, some of you have started, I will say, looking at results. Okay, I will say last 2 weeks, somehow you are in the total pre mode. I'm not counting last week of January, though we started then. I'm not counting first week of January, almost third week of Feb. Okay, I'm expecting this was the right time where you are into the pre mode. For some of you, even sectional test scores improved. For some of you, first time you got your answer so many in the correct side. Okay, or better than the last attempt, I will say. You are in that position. And one very interesting message that I will say received, but I will not reveal the name. Don't worry, whosoever it is. I do not know you. Okay, as promised. And the person said to me, "Sir, I missed prelims by 10 15 marks." Okay, I missed prelims by 10 15 marks. But the position that I am holding it right now, the position on which I am being here, that was the position when I appeared for the prelims. So somehow I have 2 3 months to improve upon. And if I need only 10 15 marks, sir, this is doable. Next line was, but sir, fati padi hai. That was the line. Okay. Simple. So what is it? Mind is not ready to accept it that you guys have given your 6 8 months in the right side. It is not ready to accept. Now it will play games because you are disturbing its peace. One thing that you realize, so much to do, how to manage. As one of the query I received, मेरे से कुछ manage नहीं हो रहा है, just let me know what to do. If I do this, I'm missing on that. If I do that, I'm missing on this. Courtesy Karan ka username this that, so I just use that. Okay, fine. So he was like, I am that. Fair enough. So up one by one issue. First issue, this one. Nothing is being managed. Sir, you have told us to research mode, sir, PYQ, sir, sectional. But if you look back, can I say that you are achieving 80 to 90% of targets? Sometimes it might be a case that you're missing on the CA side. Sometimes you might be missing on the research side. That is acceptable to me. It might be a case that you are unable to do all the things 100%. But in general, if I say everything is being done at least 4 days or 5 days in a week. If I have asked you to do 7 days, everything, whatever a single, even reading Prem Patel, I'm saying, at least you are able to do 4 5 days. Correct? Purpose. Did we achieve double? Did we double farmers' income? Ashok Dalwai committee. Did we achieve? No. But certainly things have improved. Yes, on ground things have improved. Had been be these farm laws, things would have also improved. Until unless you go capitalist side, don't ask for the money. You have to be bloody capitalist to increase your income. Okay, that is how it is. So I always set little ambitious targets when you are into the action mode. Remember, you guys completed the same books. Let's talk about modern history and polity. How many days you took for the polity itself when we were doing it for the very first time? How you ended up doing the same in the 8 to 10 days? How you completed modern history in 5 7 days? I know that no one, almost no one, I will say, barring one or two, but no one completed the same by 15. But still by 17 18, I saw that most of them you have completed. You did it. It means I'm setting targets. I'm setting limits on the little ambitious side. Little, not like that I'm claiming that I will triple my farmer's income. If not double, I've achieved 1.56. I have achieved 1.65. Had it been that I would have asked for the 1.25, then I would have ended up for the 1.25 only. Getting it? So you will not be able to manage 100%. Don't worry. But where you will lose out, let me tell you. You will lose out at the position if you try to think more what you have left. If you are going to crib in front of me that, sir, 10% is remaining, 20% is remaining, you are losing it out. Because the time you are cribbing, the time you are repenting, another 2 3% could have been done. I really do not care. Why I was so much serious about the targets? By this time you should cover it. Why? Any answer? Because that was the maximum days you should take. With the mindset that these guys have failed prelims. These guys are down. These guys do not know even how to do answer writing interlinkages. They might be reading one topic, but they certainly will not be relating other topic. Okay. Fine. Just a minute. Okay. So sometimes you have to control children when you are taking class from your own place. That's how it is. Okay. fair enough. So don't crib, be in the action mode. Fine, not about the targets. Now when you are reading your books, you have answer writing skills at your disposal. Those who have not done justice, let me tell you very frankly, you missed a greater part of this course. जिन्होंने अपनी ऐसी तैसी कराई है, the people who have spent hours, okay, they have literally taken an advantage over you. It helps, but it doesn't mean that now prelims cannot be cleared. Let me tell you very frankly, you know that I'm very infamous for being straightforward. The people who have spent 6-8 months correctly, even they have not achieved their 100% though. Someone was ill, someone had to attend marriages, every issue was there na. Someone's family was not well, so I had to take care of them as well. Okay, issue was there, but consistency was the key. So if the thing is there, they will be easy people, they will be in the right direction to clear the mains. During the mains, you have to struggle. But if you say cannot even clear prelims, I will not say that is the same. But yes, if people ask me, so what will be the, I will say, approach to clear mains, I will bet on these guys for the but obvious reasons. Because these guys have given their best. It was easy for crabbing, it was easy कि नहीं हो रहा. Who, I think none of you knew answer writing, yaar, barring one or two people. When the basics were missing. Look at your first answers. Sometimes I do feel motivated. इनको भी सिखा दिया. It means I have something. Now coming to the second issue that I received. Mind plays. Now when I say that you have to be in action mode, you need not to worry what you have left. Keep doing. Don't think ये रह गया है. Think this has to be done. That's all you have to do. Second, result mode and action mode. They should not go hand in hand. Once you start preparing for results, you do not fight. You do not prepare. This is the process. Did anyone of you try कि sir, I'm doing answer writing to clear means? Did anyone say me that? Did anyone say me that? None of you, no? You all learned? Now everyone is saying, sir, I have to clear prelims. नहीं करना clear prelims. पूरा exam clear करना है. It's not about clearing prelims. And how you are justifying your, I will say, that I have to be that focused. Sir, expectations from family, it is there. Sir, expectations from myself. What expectation? Sir, I've never cleared 3 times prelims. How can I clear this time? Self-doubt is coming again. Now, these things are there to hold you. These things are not there to push you. They're pulling you towards downfall of yours. You know that I'll just ensure that in one of the sessions I will call up Ishan. So I will not share about his background and all, but still a little bit that he badly wanted him to come into the economy. He wanted to earn money. So it was mains, then interview, scoring good. Okay. When Ishan was with me, and he suddenly said, "Sir, teach for India fellowship." मैं कहा भर दे. N number of Ayushi has asked me, "Sir, ये वाला भर दूं?" मैं भर दे. कुछ भी पूछती है मैं भर दे. भरने के क्या है? 100-150 रुपए लगते हैं, भर दे. कहीं तो जगह तो वो भी नहीं लगते, सिंपल सा लॉजिक है. जस्ट फिल इट. So Ishan was like, sir, 2 year ka bond and this much pay and all. So I just told him one thing, by soon. When he filled the form, he did not clear mains. He was in the process of mains results. By the time he was appearing for interview, so he asked me, sir, ye, I got so listen, interview there. You should appear for the Teach for India fellow interview. So he was like, sir, अरे समझ नहीं रहा मतलब listen, I'm not saying that you have to join. They pay very meager, 25-26 हजार. One of the reasons why I did not enter into development sector. Simple one, यार interview appeared candidate 50-60 thousand तो ऐसे भी earn कर लोगे. If you do not have the communication skills, you got the skills, bro. You will earn better. That was my mind to myself. Okay. So I just told him, just fill it up. Then interview were before I will say results. Okay. So he appeared for the interview. Teach for India results came earlier than the UPSC results. Sir joining. Sir ये मांग रहे हैं वो मांग रहे हैं. मैं सब दे दे. When is the joining? Sir June. अरे by June. मैं June or something July I guess. Sorry July end. Yeah July end. Oh July end. Oh by that time UPSC results would have been there. We will see na whether we have to appear for the prelims or not. And if we have to, we will go for the some copy evaluation and all. If not mentoring and all, that will be there. But he filled it up. Okay. So he sent all the documents. Then the rejection mail, it was a good thing that I have been allotted service through the UPSC, so I will not be able to join. Not Teach for India cannot say that you will not earn that much or you will hear exposure and all. Else, when you go for the Teach for India, na, that I'm not opting for your fellowship because of this, they will give you such a long mail. Their HR more idiots than anything else. They will write very long. These opportunities you can miss and all. Okay, but he filled it. The moral of the story: every time he asked me, sir, what to do, sir, what to do, I just told him, live in the present. I cannot teach these things again and again to you guys. So I am done from my side. So if someone asks me, sir, ये फॉर्म भरना है, भर दे. सर पढ़ के देना है, देखूंगा whether it is required or not. हाँ पढ़ के दे दे, PCS है. सर ये मुंह उठा के चले जाओ. That is how I reply. And you guys feel that सर ने बोला होगा तो कुछ सोच के बोला होगा. अरे I never think यार. I just saying that we are living in the present. And that particular moment, it disturbing you more whether to fill it or not. So it's better for me to give you 30 minutes so that you can fill up those forms and all and appear for the examination, go back to my schedule. If I explain these things every time on you on your calls, you guys will end up thinking like anything. In reality, what I'm doing, I'm just channelizing your productive energy into a productive mind into right direction. I'm not asking anyone to do anything. When the decision comes, you will certainly have from my side a very analytical answer. Some of you have received the same, I will say, at one or two occasions, whether I have to do it or not. Second thing, worst case. Let's live in a worst case. People say, what if I do not clear? Worst case with all of you, I too did not clear. Fine, I too. People say interview and all. Every year, 3,000 people give an interview. They all are living in depression if they are not allotted services. Why am I different? Mindset. Because sometimes I get cross questions. Sir, you have a credentials, you have appeared for the interview, you have achieved so many things. No. When I picks up call, sometimes some SDM is calling me, this is the matter, what is the issue. Sometimes within the service, students call me up, sir, these things are going on, what should I do? Nothing. It's about the mindset. Once you realize, then if that even death is the last answer for you. If you are alive, there is a very famous colonel, I forgot his name, but he has given a very great line, I will say. I was a maroon beret, means commando trainer and all. Okay, he gave this line only: if you are alive, then there is bloody every single possibility to do anything in your life. This was just a motivational line for me. As you know that I'm not very fan of motivation and all. I do not ask people to be motivated and all. I was into Corona Kal. Okay, my second last attempt. So one of my friend was there. I'm using the was. He's not here now. Okay. So when we used to call or have a chat, he was quite, I will say, bulky and all. Bulky means काफी मोटापा चढ़ गया था. Simple logic. It was total shitty fat. I called him up once upon the, uh, I will say, my second, third attempt. What are you doing? What are you doing? I am Bangalore MBA. I am B. Nice, very good. Okay. So what about you? Preparing for the civil services. कब तक प्रिपेयर करेगा? कुछ सोच ले शुक्ला. That was his statement. लगी थी उस टाइम बात. मगर लेट्स सी. अभी तो जवानी बची हुई है. That was my reply. I generally reply this way only. So what I have learned in my life, I have many strong areas. If I'm weak at some positions, I have very strong areas. So what I did, so done and dusted on that day. Corona times, suddenly I saw his WhatsApp message that I'm not doing good. I need plasma. This is this, that. So I was quite active. Okay. Good circle, obviously. So a good friend, I will say. I just messaged, he got the plasma and all. His package was that year 47 lakh rupees. Okay, 47 lakh rupees somewhere. A good amount, I say. Don't say that everyone has to be crorepati. 47 lakh is a good amount for a year. Okay, like even if you 30% you are done and dusted, okay, even then you are earning like 32, 33 lakh rupees per month. Oh, sorry, per year. Okay, so almost 2.25. Good amount, yeah, good amount. Mark my words. But when I used to joke him about my health, I always used to say, "Abhi tera bhai fit hai. I'm still belonging to junior classes." That was my statement. Okay. अब तू मोटा हो गया बेटा, मैं फिट हूँ अभी, जूनियर्स के साथ भी जाके बैठ जाऊंगा. आई विल बी देयर ओनली. I realized this. I told you, I play on my strength. Corona Kal was there when he was not able to survive with the complexities. Health problems were there, heart problem was there, and number of things were there. He did not survive. Afterwards, when I listened that statement again, you are alive, there is every bloody possibility that you will do good. So you say credentials. I was not earning very much at SOMP, let me tell you very frankly. It was not like I was earning very good. But I go for opportunities. At the same time, you guys are sitting over here, okay, listening to me. Let me tell you, had it been that I had joined an academy, some 30,000-40,000 rupees I would have got at that time. 50,000 rupees maximum. I was not a brand kind of people at that. Even now, not that big brand, but still people do know me. Okay. But I joined SOMP. Why? Platform. I was the face. Okay. I was the face. Opportunity. I knew that I will not be able to grow that much over there. Earnings will be always limited because if you are with certain people, you should have growth mindset. If growth mindset is missing in your team, better to come out. I'm saying it all on record. Many of you have sometimes considered why I left over there. Growth. Growth. I am not a, I will say, person with the golden spoon. I have to build my family. I too have certain issues. Okay. I too have to earn good. Okay. Simple. और सिंपल कर देता हूँ. I work out a lot. So with the increasing of my salary, my protein brand becomes costlier. That's how I justify my living style. I do not drink and smoke. That is the sheer, I will say, wastage of money and time. I do not do. Okay. So when I realized, fine, but I was not sure enough that I have to do this. I was doing all this only. Then this fellowship ended up with me. I was not only a lone UPSC aspirant in that fellowship. There were 600 fellows. And let me tell you, at least 70-80 fellows were UPSC aspirant. Okay. I ended up in district. Now loopholes of that fellowship. Why I took this session just to interact, just to tell you, it's my commoner's journey, I will say. Okay. And I'm doing good, to be very honest. I will tell you how I will do it in the future itself. Okay. I was sitting there in the district that what I have to do after this fellowship. Then I realized you are going on wrong path. You are talking about the result of this fellowship. Why not first enjoy this process that you did not do in your 6 attempts? What do you think that if I can reach 2 times interview, had it been right guidance, had it been right approach, I would not have wasted my first attempt. How many of you two can relate this? Instead of joining this batch right now, you would have joined the similar batch along with your coaching. सिर्फ को इतना ही बता देता how to utilize that coaching. Why you are unable to understand? I never taught you. In reality, I never took any lecture kind of thing. Some things are there that was required. That I took as a senior aspirant, not as a teacher. It might be because sometimes you ask me the question, I give the wrong answer. Okay, it might be case. But I go back, cross check, then I come. But when we are in the first attempt, what we see? No, a teacher should know everything. How can the teacher give the wrong answer? But by the time we realize this exam is like this only. Okay, so coming back to the point, then I realized that it's not about what after this fellowship. Now, what is the reality of mine? Okay, ये fellowship है क्या? Loopholes का fellowship, there were no supervision. People were sitting there in district, home, yeah, their home district, at their places. They were marking fake attendance and all. They had some arrangement with the district officials. चोर है यार पीसीएस वाले मैक्सिमम. तुम लोग भी बन जाओगे तो मैं ये नहीं कहूंगा बहुत सही रहोगे, बट स्टिल बिकना तो ज्यादा पैसे में बिकना. Don't go for the 10,000, 15,000. At least I should not hear that the person has been like sold in 5 rupees, 10 rupees. Have some, I will say, value here. Even in the district, I was not having any kind of power, any position. I was offered at least lakh. And the person who offered me, I said, तेरी औकात है, if you can give me crore, I will handle. Because मेरी औकात is crore. If you can buy, just come with it. Else please do not come again. That was my response. Literally, और करोड़ देता तो मैं बिक जाता. सबकी एक औकात होती है भाई, सिंपल सा लॉजिक. मेरी है वो, मैं बिक जाता हूँ. ठीक है? According to that work. Okay, that is how it is. So when I said no, I have to learn this. So first thing, I started like that we were sent into the district by the ministry, and we do not even knew what हमें करना है, what we have to do over there. That was our position. So I was attached with the skill development department. I was sitting, and I saw their acumen, attitude problem. And these guys, that shits, yeah. Why I should talk? Why I should talk with them? No, okay, let me understand. First 4 months, corner seats where PN sits of our office. Just beside that one chair was there. I sat over there, shant, always keeping mum, just observing this. And they thought, ye pagal hai. And I was like, wait for a minute, I will show you. That was my first 4 months. When I entered, say, into my last phase, when I was about to exit the district, this was the thing. If, let me tell you, in the government offices, if I can give the respect to any person, I cannot give money. What I will do, either I will leave my chair for the person, but that can be done for only seniors. Else, I will ask if this is the square table, suppose my phone is table, okay, I'm sitting this side, I will put the person's chair here. So most of the SDMs, be the IS officers, my chair was placed close to them when I entered into them their room for meeting. At the manager level, outsourced staff, they used to leave their seats when I enter. That was the change of my fellowship days. Why I achieved all this? Now the journey. Result you saw, but I did not care about the result that time. What was the journey? I started helping them. I saw they people have less equipment. First, I helped them. Then they told their boss, TCS officer, sir, he is that capable. Because all are in the nexus, they are earning some way or somehow by other any other means together. Okay, so TCS officer was okay, he can be taken into consideration. Or it's not like the corruption is sometimes, I will say, mandate. If you do not know, you cannot even run your office. That is how it is. ओके सो डोंट बी कि मैं डिस्ट्रिक्ट में जाऊंगा तो आई विल नॉट डू करप्शन सिंगल पेनी एंड ऑल. तुम सब करोगे, जिसको कम करना हो जस्ट लेट मी नो, आई विल टेक ऑल योर मनी. ठीक है, फाइन, फेयर है ना. देन I got to know that this department has a very little to do. Somehow, IS officers, when they asked me the background and they got to know that I've appeared for 2 interviews, they got to know that this person has acumen. So they started utilizing me in different departments, planning and all, meetings and all. Okay. So I started. So I told that, sir, I want to visit villages. A very, I will say, capable officer, Alok Yadav, 2015 batch IS officer, my first mentor in the district. Not that famous. काम करने वाले लोग famous नहीं होते ज़्यादा. That's why I'm not that famous as well. Okay, fair enough. Nana said I want to visit villages. कहता go ना. अगर गाड़ी नहीं है, कहता just go whenever you need vehicle. Else go with the public conveyance. कहीं कुछ issue है, just let me know. So sometimes it used to happen. I entered into any village. I do not even know how to come out from that village, and it is like night 9 p.m. or something. Okay, and I do not have my personal vehicle at that time. So I called up. मैं कहा सर ये कोई विलेज है, कहता थाना पता करवा लो यार. So I asked village which thana. So then a particular Santri came, means constable came. He took me up. Then he left me at thana. From thana SHO's vehicle, he dropped me to district headquarters. That's how things ended up. But I visited each and every village. Now I knew the problems. Muzaffarnagar has almost 500 villages, and I can say that I've visited at least 200. At least. Saying this on record. And at least 150 Pradhan know me. That is how it is. Okay. So when all the learnings of the district, then I saw that interview batch 2021, almost 4 5 months in my district. Number of knots, I started taking sessions over there. Very practical answers. People started scoring good. Okay, that was the time. Then at that year, selected candidates only. I helped in the mains as well. For example, Anup Garg was there. Okay, Kerala cadre IS officer. I will say my first close mentee selected over there. He was very close to me. Still, we talk a lot. Just like a younger brother to me. So, case studies and all, I tried to help. It helped. The score boosted in ethics for some people. I got to know I have this. Some mentees cleared prelims as well last year. Last to last year, that was not that good. Only one mentee cleared. Last year, at least 4 5 were there in the batch of 50. Okay. So what happens? I trusted the process. I never thought that I will implement these things in my district. Okay. I never thought these things I will do in my interview sessions and all. First thing. Now, how district magistrate and CDO trusted me. See, first time they can trust. He has appeared for the UPSC interview. Then you have to prove your metal. I cannot keep trusting you now. You remember? N number of now I'm just giving you a recap. It will be a kind of nostalgia moment for N number of you. And you guys used to say, Sir, I will complete my targets by this day. Don't give me birds. I don't believe in them. Complete your target और मेरे मुंह पे फेंक के मारो. Remember? किसी ने सुना होगा सेशन वेशन में भी. Correct? Why I used to say that? I don't buy words. If I don't buy, I don't produce as well. There comes the proposals from the different organizations in the district. I ended up raising the queries on the same. Suppose KPMG is giving the project and I raise the query. And KPMG people like, district magistrates have raised the query. How the hell he is reading reports? Report is being read by the fellow who is briefing the district magistrate or chief development officer. That's why he is signing without any knowledge. Because he has utmost trust in me. Because I brief. Then suddenly it was like, it is not up to the development professionals' work. Let's send our managers. Then I took on my ego. I raised 20 queries and the manager is coming. Let me raise some more queries. Let's see who comes. Then regional heads. Then the Northern India head. And now the aged people. I said now I should limit myself. And why I was able to, I will say, raise those queries. My answer writing skills that I practiced during the UPSC. Multiple perspective, multiple subheadings, how it will impact this, how it. Remember the answer writing time? You guys also improved that the same way, na? Now you have multiple point of view. Sometimes my father is sitting just, I will say, in the next room. But when I debate, how he ends the debate, बाप होता है. Then I cannot say anything. Bro, that is the Brahmastra, na? But he do not debate. All the UPSC skills. So my UPSC skills only helped me to, I will say, excel in that fellowship. Again, that excellence in that fellowship gave me n number of opportunities. Why officers will allow me to sit in any department? And they're even afraid. ये साला सीडीओ के बहुत पास है, ज्यादा पता लग गया तो ऐसी तैसी कर देगा. This is the mindset. ठीक है. And I'm interacting informally with the chief development officer and the district magistrate as well, sometimes SSP as well. I do not have any power, na? So I'm like, okay, sir, what else? So sometimes in the night when they are into the party mode and all, it's like, हाँ भैया आप बताइए. That is how it is. Learnings. But attitude is developed due to UPSC preparation. Had it been there that I would have not trusted the process. Why you're considering my interview as some credentials, yaar? 3,000 people give every year. 2,600 are depressed. Even after selection. Don't go for it. Fine. In the nutshell of all this story, prelims, don't think about the result. Don't think. I know it's easy to be said, harder to be done. I know it. But you have no other options, because if you think about the results, it will pull you back. Fine. Then comes the expectations of others. That disturbs you. That is quite there. Sometimes father, sometimes mother, sometimes friends. अरे तो निकाल लेगा. That is there. I do understand. To tackle it, I will suggest, rather than thinking about कि निकाल लेना है, just tell them it is the process. This time I'm more into the following process. In the past, I have made some mistakes. I will not make the mistakes. you please pray for me. How you communicate your words, na? Please don't say like this. It matters. Second, now it is high time. I would have told this in the first week of March. You all should start anything doing 15-20 minutes before going to bed. The last thing that you should do to burst your emotions. Someone wants to write poem, write poem. Wants to write diary, write. Wanna do punching, go for it. Means whatever you want to do, but do it. You want to study some book, go for it. You want to scribble, go for it. Wanna play guitar, play. You wanna listen old romantic songs, listen. You wanna listen hip hop, listen. I do not get, but do it. Something that is very close to your heart, which de-attaches you to the outer world. Everyone has something to do, yeah. Everyone has. One of my friend has best thing to do. What he used to do in the last, he used to go and create nuances in others' life. Okay, how? He knows that his one of his friend is not happy with his job. He will call him, he will ask about the job, nothing else. बार बार job पे matter लेके चला जाएगा. So like next 15-20 minutes he is done and he is selected. Amongst three of us, he only cleared the UPSC. Fine enough. Okay. So do it if you want to do it. Whatever makes you happy. For the last 15-20 minutes, dedicate. Fair enough. Now you guys can shoot your questions one by one. If you want to get it addressed right now, if you want to get it addressed on the call, even that is fine. So purpose for this session was to let you know how to be effectively in the process. And process is beyond anything else. होना ना होना, let it be ना. हमें अभी फेल नहीं होना एग्जाम से पहले, हमें एग्जाम में फेल नहीं होना. We don't have to fail at two places, before the examination and in the examination hall. Rest we will see. Before means you will stop doing actions, be it any reason, past. Okay. Now conclusion side of my session with the last agenda. I was just having an interaction today at one-on-one with a very good candidate. She passed in 2012, senior to me. Okay. And it was about the past. Okay. So I could have added my example, but recent मिल गया तो ताजा में जीते हैं, वो वाला हिसाब है. ठीक है. So when I asked her why you started so late, he said, who said, sir, I started late? In the past few years, I'm preparing and I always think I started late. I failed prelims. During mains, I thought I started late. Had it been that I would have done early, I would have cleared prelims. Now my grasping power is low. I'm not able to do rote learning. From last 1 year, I'm thinking this was the right time that I started. I have my work experience at my disposal. I have good connections to go back in my economy. But I'm doing good, so somehow I reached up to the interview stage. By the time you carry your past baggage, again and again, you're thinking about your past things. It is not going to help you. Okay. Then, what was my last feedback to her? She has her interview in the next phase only, means next week only. I told her, I'm quite confident that you will do good, but please don't be overconfident. That was my literal sign to her. Now relate it with you guys. It might be because in the past, your attempts, you would have thought that you are not doing good. Had you been, had you did the same earlier, why you wasted on that particular resource, why you do that, why you did that, thing like this. It was there, na? But in doing all this, you're losing out, that you understand. Now the second stage, sir, this much correct, sir, I'm improving, sir, I'm improved, sir, new version of me. Overconfidence might kick in. When you enter into the overconfidence, the complacency kicks in. Got it? When complacency kicks in, it is the issue that you face over there. And somehow, what I'll suggest you guys, complacency is fair enough, but overconfidence, I will say, pushes you to take things lightly. जो चीज सॉल्व नहीं होती, the things that you are unable to solve, you read it minutely. But when you are quite confident, then you read it superficially. Remember, one of your silly mistakes was due to superficial nature of study only. At least one silly mistakes you can identify, you are solving MCQs from the past. So both the things are incorrect. Trust the process. मार्क्स आ रहे हैं तो भी भाड़ में, या नहीं आ रहे तो भी भाड़ में. Got it? Fair enough. Now shoot your questions if any. Yes. No questions. Overwhelming सा हो गया क्या? You need time to, I will say, settle with it, huh? Is it so? Nah, to be very honest, let me tell you in the end, this session, it might sound like a story for you the time being. Okay? But you will process it in the later half of the night. Later half of the night, what I mean it, when you are on your bed and I will say you are not sleepy. Then these words will, I will say, go round and round in your mind. Then somehow you will be relating certain incidents where you trusted the process in your life and where you did not. Okay. And a reason for the this session, preponing the session, I want you guys not to study today. Consider it off day from my side. I will request it the same. Rather than go for the self-dating introspection, I generally ask this to do to my interview students. Whenever we are fighting any war, we should know our strength, weakness. When you go back, when you look back, you see whether it's your 10th, you tested the process. 12th, whether you were studying for the, I'll say, results, whether your college exams, you were are going for the results. Did you invest in your friendships, relationships just because of that you need a certain kind of results? Go back. Just have some time with you and then observe how the process is more important than the path. Path and process are different. Path is one way, two way. Process is multiple actors acting simultaneously. Okay. Then I will just ask you guys, if you want to share, you can share with me as well. Just identify two overcomings in your life where you feel that you were stuck or it was a great challenge to you, but you won over them. If you're comfortable, share with me in the voice note. I will just listen. Will not give any kind of feedback or something. I'll just listen. Fair enough? Well, won it. So don't study after this session. Keeping it at 9 was the only reason. I generally keep at that time only. I don't want you guys to study. Just have time with you today and identify that activity that you want to pursue before sleeping, I will say, or last thing that you want to do on your bed. Got it? Sorted? Done? That's all then? Okay, let me switch off recording first.